Hey everybody, I got a question for you. What do y'all plan on doing for Halloween? What are y'all going to dress up as? Y'all plan on going to any haunted houses? If you are planning on going to haunted houses, which ones y'all want to go to? I mean, there are a bunch of them, especially if y'all are down here in Texas. Which ones y'all plan on going to? Y'all want to go to Hangman's? Y'all want to go to The Edge or the Cutting Edge? Y'all want to go to oh, let's see, which other ones? Uh, Reindeer Manor. If anybody plans on going to Reindeer Manor, let me turn around and tell you, it is very long. It is expensive, but it's well worth its money. I should know, I used to work for them. We did not end on good terms, but that's a whole different subject. It is there's 4 haunted houses on one property. You have to pay for each haunted house. It is huge. They have different themes. It is well worth the money getting into all of them. You will find well, I don't know if they're doing it. I don't know if they're still doing it or not. People on stilts walking around. One of the haunts has a like close to it, like close to closing time. They do a show. Oh, it's just different things. There's just so much to throw out there and try to mention. It's best if you try and find out on your own. There is parking. Then if there's no parking on property, then they do have parking on an alternate site. You will take a bus to the property, especially if they're it's been raining really hard, like it had been like a couple years ago, when it got flooded out. The parking on the property was really bad, so they actually had to send people to an alternate site to park and then bus them all in. Even still, with that, without all that being going on, some of the attractions were only half. Um, were only half open because of it was flooded and so much mud and but it is what it is. You cannot control nature. Um, However, I did have fun working for them. That's about all I can really say about that. Um, there was I ran Chainsaw, um, which is always fun because you get to chase people down, especially if you're doing it in mud, because they're trying to run as fast as they can. Their little legs will take them, and they're just not getting very far real fast. Um, and here I am, in combat boots, chasing them down with a bad leg with a chainsaw. I'm moving faster than they are. Always good. Always fun. I do remember one instance. This group of people came in. We were told nothing about them. All we knew is there would be a group come in, and we would turn us there and scare them completely. Make sure they would turn us there and actually, pee their pants. Scare. If we made them pee their pants, we got paid more. I'm not going to turn us there and stop. I'm going to make sure they have a coronary. Especially if I'm getting paid extra. Anyways, this group comes in, and I could already tell what group it is by how much they're screaming. And I can already tell that I'm going to have lots and lots of fun with this group. So, a whole lot of people go by, and I can hear this group getting closer, 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 closer. I get back in my little cubby hole. I wait for the opportune moments, and my opportune moment has arrived. I jump out, yank the cord on that chainsaw, and I chase them down. To the point, one of them sacrifices themselves and turns around, sit there and says, "Please, mister, I will suck your dick. Just do not kill me." Sorry for the language, but I had to say it word for word of what this guy said. Like I said earlier, I knew nothing about this group. All I knew is I was to turn around there and scare them completely. Everybody else had run away from this guy. He sacrificed himself so that the others may live. After this individual had said those words, I could not proceed anymore. I was laughing my butt off. I shut off the chainsaw and turned around and sit there and told him, "You may leave." He said thank you and tried to give me a hug. I was laughing too much. I broke character because of what this individual has said. I could not help it. I was not the only one that broke character. Many people around me heard what had just happened. Everybody was laughing. The show almost ended because of what had just happened. It took at least 10 minutes afterwards before people could get back into character. Eventually, after I was able to get back into character, go on with the show. 3 hours later, I am relieved to go on break. I go on break. I run into my boss. He turns around there and tells me that I had done exactly what he'd wanted. I made them pee their pants. And I was going to get a raise for that. I had turned around there, stopped him in his tracks. I had turned around and told him exactly what had happened. He says, "Okay, you're getting double pay for that." I was like, "Thank you, sir." I did not expect to turn around there and get paid twice as much for having some guy turn around there, drop to his knees, and turn around there and beg in that such a manner. Ever since then, I tried completely to scare people to that point. I failed quite a bit after that. I did, however, have one girl come in. I guess she was with her mother. No, she was with her mother. That's right. She turned us there and she immediately turned us there, looked at my eyes and says, "You have some sexy eyes. Mommy, can I have him?" I don't know how old this girl was. I don't care how old this girl was. I'm married and you seem underage. No. No, ma'am. But that was the funniest night of my life. And I repeat what I had said earlier. Nobody told us what to expect out of this group. We were not informed that this group were a bunch of gay guys. I did not know until they got to my spot. They weren't just gay, they were flaming gay. There's no way you can hide being gay. And when this individual popped out with that phrase, I lost character. I could not help but laugh. It was the funniest thing that had ever happened to me. And I had been working haunts for a couple years. I've never once had anybody turn around and do that. The story went around the whole park of what had happened. I'm not going to say I was teased about it, because I really wasn't. However, everybody else could not hold back from laughing. There were a few gestures made that turned around there and said, if I got a little upset on something, they would make a comment that would lead up to something to that point that had happened. Um, they would make fun of the situation. And I'm turned around to there and said, that's right. You will. You will get down on your knees. You will beg. Like I said, greatest night of my life. Every time afterwards, you know, I was constantly having fun working there. I eventually got hurt working one night because, you know, like I said, a lot of rain, a lot of mud. Well, I fell off a bridge, landed in a ditch, hitting my knee on a couple boulders. My wife had to come and pick me up, take me to the ER, which is funny. That was the best part ever. I was in full makeup. I had blood gashes all over my face and stuff like that. And here my wife was taking me to the hospital. They had to get a wheelchair to turn around, sit there and pick me up out of the car and put me into the wheelchair and then wheel me in. The whole time security is freaking out and stuff like that. And they eventually turn around and take me into triage. And the doctor there, he's freaking out until my wife turns to her and says, he works for a haunted house. This is all makeup. I wish she hadn't have said that. I would love to turn to there and see all the rest of everybody else's faces as they wheeled me into my room. I would have loved to see their faces. I would have loved to gotten their reactions. Matter of fact, I wish I would have recorded it. Because then I would have turned there and showed the video to the makeup artist when I went back the following weekend. They told me not to go back. I love my job. I love working haunted houses. I could not stop. I was addicted to this place. This place was awesome. Sorry, my allergies a little acting up on me a little bit today. The wind is blowing in something. So the next weekend, I show up. Everybody there is like, what happened? What happened? I turn around and tell them the story. Everybody's like, I'm surprised you even came back this weekend. How bad are you hurt? I was like, doctors told me not to come back. I needed rest. But here I am.
Where's he running away to?
I was put on light duty for a while. I got just as many scares doing light duty as I did working chainsaw. And then I got put over into a couple places working in the morgue. One was my wife Teresa there said this is blasphemy. I was dressed up as a priest. I would have to agree. Completely blasphemous.
Oh, that's why Kim kept trying to go over this house.
Me, a priest. No chance in that working. None whatsoever.
Stay back. Okay.
So anyway, I worked over in the morgue for a couple of days, and then I went back to my old area
I didn't mean I clicked the wrong button. I meant to hit right click. I'm going first.
to work it for the rest of the season. Well, eventually it got to the point where we were completely rained out, so we couldn't finish the season.
Die, Shadow. Okay.
Which is really sad, because I had the time of my life. I know I've said that several times, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all are tired of hearing me say it. But it's true. I'm not going to lie about it. I had the time of my life.
Look at this guy.
With that being said, the season had ended. With 2 days to spare. I got to turn around and take my daughter trick-or-treating. Otherwise, I would have been working during trick-or-treating time. Which would have been fine, you know. My daughter would not have been able to come through the haunted house. Ever. Any of them.
Looks like the wings didn't work in your
So, season ended. Now it was time to wait for the paycheck. Things happened. I would say that, and I'm going to leave it at that. Like I said at the beginning, we did not end on good terms. I wish we had. I really wish we'd had. I liked the place. I really did. But we didn't.
Alright, and we're back. So here's the deal. I received a message.
In case anybody is wondering where Red Oak is, I mean, not Red Oak, but Reindeer Manor is. It's in Red Oak, just on the other outskirts of Dallas. Dallas, Texas. It is difficult to get to. I don't exactly remember the address. It is confusing to get there unless you don't right there and punch up Reindeer Manor on Google. Then you turn right there, you do Google Maps, and it'll turn around and take you there. I do know this much. I do know they have already done auditions for to see who's going to be hired, what kind of show they're going to have this year. I think it's different every year. I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Knocked down this tree, got some wood, and crafted myself
Like I said, I only worked 1 year.
there. I remember them this time.
I had the greatest time ever.
Wanted with some coal. Because when night comes, I'm gonna want some torches. So I tried my luck with some quick strip mine.
I wish I could go back. I really, really, really do wish I could go back.
Remember, there are no caves on this island, so resources are gonna be a pain to find. Well, hopefully not. With my luck, probably. So instead, I
'Cause
years and decided to keep
everybody there, the makeup crew, the security,
I always like to have sand on it.
medical, everybody that works there is awesome.
Sure why, because
They're the greatest bunch of people ever.
it didn't really work. But
Even the owners are great people. I mean, they know how to put on a show.
I spotted a group of chickens. Perfect. Food. Whoa. Is that a shack or something? Perfect. The sun's getting real low, and I should probably bunker up.
There's just a few things that could be worked on,
Shack. It looked like it was a main.
but that's it. That's all. That's all I'm going to say on it.
That was good. Looking for coal early. And a few holes, on the walls. Basically all over the place. But you know what? I fixed it up before the sunset because I really didn't want anything creeping in and poking me and stuff.
I mean,
Right?
I'm not going to bash the place.
Patched up. I filled my pockets.
I'm not.
Cooked some food. That's all I could really do.
There's nothing to bash.
I started to feel this tingling in my back.
Nothing at all to bash.
What a bug.
It's an awesome place.
You ever get
I know I've said that several times already, but it's absolutely true.
like a mean hog? I probably should. What are they? Why do they have shovels? Wait, is that
I worked there with a buddy of mine who I met at a previous haunt.
keep trucking along? Yeah. Should be safe.
We met at
Whatever you are, nice.
a haunt
Okay.
over in Burleson, Texas. The haunt was called Something Wicked Which Way Comes.
What the heck? All right, maybe it's not safe. Oh my god!
It was small,
Seriously? Come on! Look at the bandages.
had fun there. Met a lot of interesting people there.
I can't even see them unless they're like right at me. Great. All right. So anyone
A lot of those people I worked with,
these things are called
I'm still friends with today.
sneak up on you at any time because they thought
Do we hang out as much as we used to? No.
so that's great.
Have I lost contact with a few of them? Yeah.
What's that? I really
But however, I am friends with a few of them
wanted that.
still.
So while I was waiting for the guys, I was looking through the recipes for the mod.
The owner of it
I found out that I could craft
was a super nice guy. He really is.
other resources. It seems
Always willing to listen.
the hog armory.
If you had any ideas, he was more than willing to incorporate whatever your idea was. Was he very
I gotta say, continue. Oh, whoa. Oh, my seriously, these bands. But I still have to
did he know what he was doing to run a haunt?
I think they had like
No.
3 block radius or something.
No, not even close.
This is something I'm gonna have to do.
He did not know what he was doing.
You're a little bit more.
He was overcharging
Wait, what?
for a small haunt.
Come on. Oh, look at you. That's stuff all
People wasn't going to pay the price. I had mentioned lowering the price. People's not going to pay it.
okay, this is not
He eventually did it.
because they just sneak up on me.
By then, it was too late.
I got cheese. Summon
Everybody had heard that was too expensive and not that big.
free. So yeah, day one. Awesome.
But we still told us there and
Those who burn up under the sun. What's the
had pretty good business nonetheless.
clear the area? Because I couldn't stay here, and I was running out of food, and I didn't want to sit around too long because it would be nighttime again.
we had a good year.
Clear, I started to head out. And grabbing any resource along the way. It just made sense. What is this thing?
I had fun doing that one. I worked chainsaw on that one as well. We had some of the greatest people working there. Is I miss them. I really do. I mean, I talk to them every once in a while, through Facebook. But I miss hanging out with them.
I was planning on doing some enchanting early game. Those banshees really had me shook. And if I was planning on getting anything done during the night, I'm better for that.
The maintenance man for my apartment complex, he was the maintenance man for the haunt.
Fortunately, once I made it into the main level of the building,
So whenever we could turn out there and talk and stuff like that, and we'll just have a good old time talking, and nobody else can have that conversation with him. He turned just, I'll get to it when I get to it. There's nothing I can do about it. Blah blah blah. That type of situation with them. Me, hell no. Let's sit there and we'll just go on and on and on and on and on until it's like, okay, dude, you gotta go to work, so I'm gonna leave you be. And he's like, cool. But like I said, I'm still in contact with a few of them. I enjoyed working with them. What I liked, that one there, I did leave on good terms. I finished the year. There was no problems with them. I would very much love it if the owner of it was to turn us there and redo it again. Because I would definitely work for him again. And this time I would turn us there and put a little bit more input into what I thought should happen instead of waiting like I did. I would turn us there. I would definitely make sure that he was on the right track to running it correctly. Because after working a big haunt like Reindeer Manor, I know what to look for now. Reindeer Manor was ran by good business. The owner knew what he was doing. He'd been doing it for years. So knowing exactly what to look for in that type of situation, if my old boss was to redo it again, I could turn around and tell him, well, this is how they do this. This group does it, and this is how much they charge. This is all the stuff they had on the all the attractions. I'd give as much input as I could. Because you learn from one, you can help another. I would love to get the old crew back together. It would be awesome to make a comeback. But I don't think it's going to happen. everybody's got their own lives now, and we all got kids. We've all moved away. Excuse me.
I did find some gold, so that was sweet. So the next morning, it became very apparent that following up in the small house just as
And some of us have medical issues
oh, who are you?
to where we can't prevent that prevents us from doing anything ever again.
Hey, whoa, hey, I don't want that. I don't want that. Whoa, come on now. That's not fair. So if this is a problem, these guys like spawn drinking me in my house. So my next house, oh my god, see? My next house is gonna be a little bit yeah, this isn't gonna work out. No thanks. So I wanted to head out to the castle looking thingy, but of course, the mansions, they just weren't allowed. Alright,
Let's see what else.
check that castle. First of all, I got this mansion. They'll chase me all the way up. Hey, you, come on in.
I don't know. I guess that. Anyway, what I got on all about me and what I did and what I used to do, you know, and what I'm all about. What are y'all all about? Are y'all, like I said, going to go to haunted houses? Y'all going to have a haunted house at your house? You going to do a haunted maze? Or you go to work for a haunt? If so, tell me, which one? And especially, what part are you going to be doing? Are you going to run a chainsaw like I did? Or are you going to be a part of the maze? Or are you going to be the opening bid? Or are you going to be the finishing bid? You know, just let me know. You know, I would love to find out what exactly y'all are going to do. To see how much, you know, see if we all, you know, have the same interests. Or not interests. What am I thinking? You know, son, I don't even know what I'm thinking right now. I'm just kind of just yammering. Anyways, I guess that's going to be it for now. I got a few things I got to do. I will speak with y'all later on. All right. Leave it a like and a subscribe. Bye.